Fresh off another baseball trip, you've dialed up the Bros, the Brew. Jersey Joe here on the East Coast, out there in the West. And his Yankee best, by the way, enjoying, Smirnoff vodka tonight. There's a little bro, Joel. Hey, so Joel, you love baseball. What is your favorite baseball tradition? That's what we're talking about tonight.
Getting drunk and making friends.
It is very easy to do at a baseball game, isn't it? Well, we want you to chime in, joining us live right now, and tell us, what are your favorite baseball traditions? Is it a favorite song, something you see at the park, something you do with your friends and family? Join us right now or hit us up on Twitter. We love to talk about baseball, you know that. So we're going to read your comments in just a moment. But Joel, my favorite thing at the ballpark, by the way, is my personal tradition is as soon as I get to the ballpark, I got to get a hot dog and a beer. That's how I start. Get my concessions, then I sit down. That's my personal thing. But I will say, in ballpark stadiums in general, my favorite thing, I really respect how the Yankees have Monument Park. I love how, when they retire players, they put them at Monument Park, which is each little ballpark has their own specialty. And for me, Monument Park would be Yankee Stadium specialty. What about you? What's some of yours?
Absolutely agree. Yankee Stadium, Monument Park, that's what we all grew up as kids looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm just talking about you and me, but to keep it from being an inside thing, it's in a lot of parks. If you've ever been to Detroit, or like Joe and I have been to Cleveland, we went there last year. It's in Dodger Stadium. Believe it or not, it's one of the most underrated parks in baseball. But the Trop in Tampa Bay is kind of set up like that. And Atlanta's another one.
The new Atlanta?
America Park. There's a lot of them that have that home feel where when you're behind the scenes and you look back and you can see the entire history of the team because they preserved it really well in a museum sense within all the walls of every level of the park.
Right.
And that's definitely makes you feel a lot better. It adds to the fan experience.
It's one of the cool things about baseball, how unique all the parks are. When you go to a soccer stadium, they're all kind of the same. But baseball, each one has those fan-friendly things or those, classy or just, sentimental things that they have, which is different from the game, different from football. But for me personally, and I think you'll agree, that's one of the things that really makes baseball great.
Absolutely. It's actually the most unique thing about the sport.
Yeah.
If you notice basketball, hockey, football, or soccer's not even in the top four, but just start naming sports. The only one that's so unique that the field matters at each place is baseball.
Yeah.
So it's just one extra thing. I hope it never gets taken away. It'll probably be taken away within 100 years or so.
Yeah.
But I hope that's one thing that doesn't get too dumbed down because it is unique.
No, amen to that. Well, why don't we take some of your viewer comments on this one, because you guys had a lot to say about it, and we're going to agree with you or disagree, but let's find out. But Jimmy, he says, first of all, in most cases, people standing and removing hats to honor the God Bless America song is awesome and patriotic. It is kind of cool that we do that. What do you think about the whole hat removal thing for God Bless America?
I like it. It's the American pastime. Not like America's better than any other country. It's definitely not.
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to get a shitload of comments about that, but it's true. A lot of other countries are just as good at what we do as we are. Mm-hmm. Japan's very respectful. The Dominican Republic is very respectful. They have some of the best players in the world.
Right.
The God Bless America thing I still think is necessary because this is the American pastime. We made this up. This is about America.
Yeah.
And it reminds everybody. It's one extra thing that reminds everybody that this is ours. And I also think it's important to show respect to the other countries that get involved in the game and show respect to us.
Right.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I'm going to say, a lot of people die to give us that right. So the least thing I can do as a thank you is take my flipping hat off while we, give them that moment of respect during the game and enjoy my bald head.
2 days ago when you and I were at PNC Park and I was double fisting beers.
Yeah.
My Pirates hat stayed on. Oops.
Usually me, I'm the one that has the box full of hot dogs and stuff. My 2 hot dogs and my beer, and I go hang on, put that all down and try to get it all prepared. But it is the right thing to do, so I agree with that. Let's take another comment right now. And Vamos Yankees says, "Take me out to the ball game during the stretch." Ooh, that's another good one. That's part of the fun of the sport too, and part of the tradition.
It is. It catches on a lot of young fans. Shout out to Christian, by the way. But yes, it's one of those things that's unique to baseball that people really enjoy.
Yeah, and you know what? It's also just a good time too because you've been sitting there for 7 innings. It's a good time to get up and stretch your leg. But hey, by the way, nobody sang "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" better than Harry Carey. And he was all lit up drunk every time he did it too. That's true because he sat in a cooler of beer. He was piss-faced drunk. There you go. Have a little vodka.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. Cheers to Harry Carey on that one. All right, let's take another one of your viewer comments. By the way, this time Dennis says, one tradition I enjoy at minor league games is pets in the park nights. All them dogs balking. I think he means barking. You're a little crisp in there. You're a little chihuahua. Did you ever take him to the ballpark?
No. He'd, my dog's cute. Come here, bud.
Oh, let's go. Oh, here we go. He's going to make it. It's been a few episodes since Crispin's making an appearance. Let's go ahead and show him.
He's on here. This is my pup.
There he is.
He would be jail bait for some other dog or puppy food.
No,
he would not be.
You know exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go to the concession stand and try to get himself some complimentary food.
He's a little nervous being on camera and all.
Oh, that's understandable.
He's a sweet little pup.
That's understandable. Well, speaking of food, Carla chimes in and she says Pierogi Race. Pierogi Race. By the way, that's from Pittsburgh. We were just at, and we saw that. And my favorite girl, I love you, Jalapeno Hannah. I hope you win every time. But that's the mascot races are pretty fun. I mean, that's definitely one baseball tradition. And them's pierogies in that.
You're so Pittsburghese. What was funny about that is we were up on the rotunda on Saturday night, which it's Monday now, so that was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We were up on the rotunda, up on top in left field at PNC Park. For anybody who's a true baseball fan who's watching this, you already know what we're talking about. But there's Pirates up there, and Joe's friends with them.
Pittsburgh.
And the whole time that they were doing the pierogi race, Joe was cheering for him, cheering for Hannah specifically.
Yeah.
And all of them kept making fun of Joe and swearing and calling Hannah a whore and all this other shit. And she actually won.
Boom! I called it.
And Joe called it. He called it the night before and she got last, but he also called it the Saturday night and she won. So it was okay. But it was funny because they're like, oh, Joe's going to have to take a bathroom break to jack off to the pierogi now.
Hey, I don't care. She won. And hey, for a pierogi, she's beautiful. All right, let's take one more comment, by the way. Edie says, as a Yankees fan, my favorite tradition is winning the AL title and the World Series. Lol. Beautiful Yankee fan. All right, Yankees have a lot of tradition and a tradition of winning, so I can't disagree with her on that one.
When we're talking about the Yankees, most of the time people are, even like people a little bit older than me, but the Yankees tradition of winning is kind of going to come to a little bit of a halt just because the rules have changed drastically, specifically over like the past 5 to 10 years with everything. And I'm talking about mostly like the behind the scenes stuff, the draft rules, the compensation, the qualifying offers. All of that has changed drastically. And I mean drastically. It's not about payroll anymore. Yes, payroll's good. It can be bad too. You can get stuck with people like A-Rod and Teixeira on your roster and suck a couple years after you should, which is kind of one of the variables of the sport. Yeah. But the rules, like the behind-the-scenes rules, the wild card rules, the realignment of the divisions, all of that plays into the factoring in how teams are going to do. Yeah. And it is not the Yankees' world anymore. I don't care how good they're doing this year. I know everybody loves them. It's not set up to be a one-team dominant sport anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. And the one thing, as we're both here dressed in our Yankees beautiful jerseys, by the way, the Yankees have a lot harder struggle to win now, and it's and I don't want to hear that they buy championships anymore because now it's set up specifically so they can't buy championships, and not they did before, but it's not going to happen anymore. Those days are done.
Well, okay, hold on. Let me defend the Yankees for 1 minute.
Do it.
If anyone's ever watching this and doesn't have a head full of dog shit, you can tell because the parity is the highest in baseball. It's the one sport without the salary cap, and the parity is still the highest. Any team can win in every year. Yeah. Like the statistics are alarmingly different than football, basketball, and hockey, and it's not even close. So your argument sounds right, like if you're just looking at it with a broad paintbrush, but if you actually read into all the stats and all the different things and look at the results of teams year to year, and I don't mean just the Yankees, but I mean like look at every team. Look at when they last made the playoffs. Every single team in the major leagues has been around within the last 10 to 15 years and had a chance to take it all.
Yeah. You're definitely right. It's definitely a change in the league. But I got a question for you. Speaking of Yankees, Yankee Stadium, what do you think about the wave?
I'm out.
No, me too. I know. Usually because I'm sitting there, it's like, and everybody's like, oh, you know? It's like, all right. And then they try to keep looping it around the stadium over and over. And usually, like, you'll get, like, one good ring, but then after that, it's like, all right, you know, give it up. And just sometimes, especially in, like, a hot summer night, it's too damn hot. I don't feel like getting up and, like, you know, it's more, to me, it's more maybe something that should stay down in the minor leagues or something to do with the kids and family. I don't know. It doesn't go on many ballparks, but at Yankee Stadium, they still try to get the wave going. So, hey, you guys online, by the way, you tell us whether you love or hate the wave. But, Joel, apparently you and I are anti-wave.
Yeah, I'm white, but I'm not that fucking white.
Okay. Well, on that, Mark, I remind you to click that subscribe button down below and give us some likes so you can make sure you like our comments and don't miss an episode of this show every week. And Thursday, Kicking Back with Jersey Joe, my other show, we're playing Caption This once again. And we got a good one this week. We've got a dog that loves soft drinks. And we also got, oh, that's right, some crazy restroom graffiti. It's the best of your funny comments Thursday at noon on YouTube. Don't miss it. It's a good one. And I hope you'll play along too, Joel. It's all good. You always watch anyhow, so it's all good.
I always do, and I play along regularly. And some of the shit's really funny, like the video you posted today. If anybody doesn't know what that is, I'm sure Joe will post a link. So follow that.
No, I have no problems posting links. You know that. All right, well, hey, I want to thank our live viewers, by the way. Joel, thanks for chilling with me. I know a beer online once again. Thank you for watching us. Jersey Joe here, Ion. We'll see you next time, Ion.